Someone had sent me a really good question, and it's one that I had when I first started out, involving the elemental tools and whether or not they should be constructed yourself, or could you go with just something that you're drawn to, or do you even need them at all? And they had specifically asked about the Golden Dawn ritual tools, the elemental tools, the pinnacle, the air dagger, the water cup, and the fire wand. So let's address the last part of the question first. Do you even need the tools at all? I know I had said previously that one doesn't actually need the tools because they're symbolic. And yet, unless you're an adept, you're probably going to need the tools because they're symbolic. And I will explain this further. But do you need the Golden Dawn tools, or can you just use something that you're just drawn to as a representation? And that depends on whether or not you're using the Golden Dawn system. If you are, in fact, using the Golden Dawn system, then yes, you should be using the tools, the ritual tools, the elemental tools of the Golden Dawn. There are those in other systems that can effectively use a feather or an arrow to represent air instead of the air dagger. The question really isn't what tools are you drawn to. The question is what system are you drawn to. For it's the system that has the full and complete working set of symbolism within it, not the tools. The tools are a part of that. So when you start mixing and matching different implements of different systems, you're mixing and matching the symbolism. And then you run the risk of not having a full and complete set of working symbolism and leaving things out.
Klaatu, Verada, Okay then. That's it.
Hey, wait a minute. Everything's cool. I said the word. I did.
And perhaps you won't encounter that kind of trouble, but yeah, I think you get the idea. So yes, if you're going to use the Golden Dawn system, you should be using the Golden Dawn tools. And that would be the advice I would give for any system. Use the tools within the system that you're drawn to, that you have chosen. Now, do the tools need to be constructed by you? Or can you get them by other means, buy them, have them passed to you, whatever. If possible, you should construct them yourself. Now I know that not everyone has the resources or the skills in woodworking and metal, but it's far easier today with all the information of how to at your fingertips online than at any other previous time. Where there's a will, there's a way. And yes, I understand that these things will take time to do. Time that you would rather be spending on other things. I understand that. The tools are going to be most potent when they are constructed personally by you, because the tools do not just represent the elements. The tools are built and acquired at the end of the corresponding grade. So the earth grade of Zelator, at the end of that, you would construct your pinnacle. And Theuricus, the air grade, you would construct the air dagger at the end. You don't have these tools while you're doing the grade. You get them at the end. And this is because they are representative of your accomplishment. They are your badge of office, so to speak. And as such, they are highly personal.
I see you have constructed a new lightsaber. Your skills are complete. Indeed, you are powerful, as the Emperor has foreseen.
There's a reason they had the Jedi construct their own lightsabers in those movies. It's the difference between earning something and working for something and just having it handed to you. I want you to think of anything that you've created yourself that you're proud of. And notice the frame of mind that you have with that creation as opposed to something that has just been given to you. Because when it comes to the subconscious mind, symbolism and the frame of mind you're in is everything. And as we previously discussed, the more simplistic the symbolism, the more potent. So I know the conscious mind is like, well, what's the big deal if, how you get it, if you construct it or not, or if you just buy it or whatever. But it's that subtle symbolism that is the most potent. To the subconscious, it is a big deal. The tools that you create yourself are going to carry with it that sense of accomplishment and confidence, in addition to representing the elements. And in magic, a confident and accomplished frame of mind can make all the difference. The adept doesn't need the tools because he's already earned that sense of accomplishment and confidence. And this is a frame of mind that just cannot be faked. The subconscious already knows. Understand that the number one subconscious core belief that holds people back is a sense of non-deservingness. People who have trouble manifesting money on a subconscious level believe that they don't deserve the money, etc. So don't underestimate the value of constructing your own tools at the end of the grades. There is extremely potent and powerful symbolism by doing so. If you cannot construct them for whatever reason yourself, and I would give it an honest try, even if it has to mean taking up another study to do so. But if you can't for whatever reason, you can Google Golden Dawn supplies and purchase pre-made but unfinished tools. And at the very least, paint them yourself so that you could have at least a hand in their creation. They won't be as potent and as powerful as constructing them entirely yourself, but it's better than not at all. So I hope this answered the question, not only for the one who sent it to me, but for everyone else as well, as to why, if you're going to use a system, to use that system. Now that doesn't mean that you can't experiment with other practices and systems, etc. But I would not do a voodoo ritual within your Golden Dawn temple, for example, or use the Golden Dawn tools in some other system that you're, experimenting with. I would have other altars in other rooms separate from each system if you're going to be experimenting in that way. But just know that the more you divide your practice up, the less focused and potent it will be. So I hope this clarified the need and purpose of the ritual tools. And I will see you next time. Take care.